Okay, this is a video showing you how you could solve number 7. Okay, x plus 1 equals negative 2x plus 7. Okay, with algebra tiles. Okay, you guys are using paper, but I'm trying to show you on this slide what you would be doing with your tiles and what you would write on your paper. Okay, so number 7, x plus 1 balances with negative 2x plus 7. Okay, first thing you want to do is build the problem with your tiles. Okay, x plus 1. Okay, x is a green rectangle. 1 is just a positive charge. Okay, so that'd be 1 yellow. Okay, when you do negative 2x plus 7 on the right, remember that anything negative is red. So negative 2x would be 2 red x's. Okay, 2 red rectangles. And then next to it, you've got 7. Okay, a positive 7. So you'd be dragging up these tiles when you do this problem. X plus 1 is equal to negative 2x plus 7. Okay, go ahead and write it in. Write in the problem for number 1. Okay, this one's a little different than the others. Okay, but your first goal, okay, at least with tiles, is to add or subtract so that you have only positive green x's on one side. Okay, green rectangles on one side. So when you look at the words that I have here, I'll add something to both sides. Okay, so let's say, I just want to show you this because this confuses kids. Because I've had students say, well, I can get rid of that green rectangle by adding a red rectangle because I know a positive and a negative attract and they cancel. Okay, you could do that. Okay, as long as you add a negative rectangle to the other side. But I just want you guys to see that it would get rid of one of your rectangles, okay, because these two would just go away. But on the right side, we're left with negative x's. I'm trying to get you guys to avoid that, at least with tiles, to avoid getting rid of your rectangles on one side being red. Okay, you really want the rectangles on the one side being green. Okay, so let's back that up. Okay, so we want to think of something else to do. Okay, I could, instead of getting rid of the green x, the positive x, I could get rid of the 2 negative x's. And I could do that. So I'm going to put them above. I could do that by adding 2 positive x's. Okay, those 2 red rectangles and those 2 green rectangles will go away. Okay, they will cancel. Okay, so I could add 2 green rectangles to the right to get rid of the 2 red rectangles. But I do have to make sure I add 2 green rectangles to the left. I've got to do the same thing to both sides. Okay, so that would be my first step. Okay, I'm going to add 2 x's to both sides. So I'm going to write in plus 2x on the left, plus 2x on the right. Okay, you're going to have number 3 on your paper. It's going to say, here's what I get. Okay, well, on the left, it's already simplified. The left side is 3x plus 1. Okay, on the right side, let's go ahead and take out those 2 positive rectangles with the 2 negative rectangles. Okay, that's why we added to it, so we could get rid of them. Okay, so really right now we're left with only 7 on the right. Okay, so we're left with 3x plus 1 is equal to 7. Okay, first goal is accomplished. We have all rectangles, all green rectangles on one side. And we have 3x plus 1 is equal to 7. Okay, now the next goal is to get those rectangles alone. Okay, I got to get rid of that yellow. Okay, and I have here, I'll subtract blank from both sides. Well, what could I subtract to get rid of a yellow? Okay, I could just take away a yellow. So I'm going to take out a yellow from the left. I'm going to take out a positive yellow charge from the right. I'm going to write that in. Okay, I'm going to write in take away 1, take away 1. Okay, step 5. Okay, says here's what I get. Okay, look back at your tiles. Okay, now I have, what do I have? I have 3 rectangles on the left and 6 on the right. 3x on the left is equal to 6. Okay, last step. Okay, first step was to get green rectangles on one side. Second big goal was to get those rectangles alone. Okay, we did that. Okay, now the last thing we want to do is split things up. Okay, I need to split the 6 yellows equally among these 3 green rectangles. I'm dividing things up. I'm dividing both sides up. What I did is I divided both sides up into 3 groups. Okay, and I can show that by putting 3 underneath the fraction bars, because the fraction bars really do mean divide. And then after I did divide each side up into 3 groups, I can now tell that each x is equal to 2. Okay, each missing number x balances with 2. So my last step on my equation would be x equals 2. Okay, guys, keep up the good work. Let me know if you have any questions in class on this, if you have any.